Afternoon. Afternoon. Bring screws.
High enough on that one, is it?
No, no, there's only 2 for the top, weren't we, last time? Yeah, one more. That looks better. I don't know. What does that look like? Is it level?
It looks very flush.
Yeah? Yeah.
Well below the line.
It's not well. You drew the line.
You put the block in the frame.
I have it.
I have it. So as soon as I go to move it, slide it.
Manly men!
You can slide it through if that's easier.
Right. You got it? Don't move.
Tighten the screw gates up, didn't you? Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Right.
Vertical as it comes out so it can go back in. We can keep it forever. So you still got to feed it.
Why do that? That's what I was doing. What he doesn't tell you, of course, it tensions up under it.
Eh?
It's good job we left all that wood there.
Just drop the last bit, is what you normally do.
I was going back in through the window if I won't give you.
Well, we're on to the last and final side. Now, I've heard there's been all sorts of pandemonium in the comments about how exactly we're doing and fixing this. So let me give you a view of the overall plan. This is really an in-between stage. So let me show you exactly how it's all going to work. So there's one thing we have to deal with a lot here, and that's the logistics of getting everything in place and doing things without the traditional stuff of scaffolding the whole place or having a crane or having a big team. We've got to work out a way that we can manage it in what we've got. So in terms of putting the hangman up, you see that we put a plate there and a bracket. That's a way that we could get everything up there in suspense without it falling down in the right place while we start adding the other braces. Now, this bit in particular is more difficult because it's the first time we've really put a new structure into an old existing bit, which, as you may know, is significantly harder than just doing everything from new. Nothing's level, nothing's straight. we made the decision not to put the wood back in the wall because everything was so degraded against it and it'd be so hard to get all them levels back. So we came up with a system which relies on the compression and tension of all these triangles coming together. Let me show you what I mean. Now this is kind of what you're seeing at the moment. We've got an upright coming here, which is wedged in the bottom, and we've got this cross bit, which at the moment is just tacked onto the plate. Now, on its own, not very strong. It's kind of wanting to pull away from this plate. But as we add more, particularly adding in this bit here, now created a very different shape which works in a very different way. Because this is connected to the roof at the top and it's wedged in at the bottom, all the compression, I mean this is just lightly glued, is going down here and down there. No weight is actually carried by this bit. This bit is really a locator. We can't put all that in until this bit's up and in place, so once this brace is in and this back plate's in, it all works like that. And that's the idea of what we're trying to achieve. Does that make any sense? And then there is another element to this as well, because we've extended this out a bit so we can put a proper gutter on here. And what we're going to do, if you can kind of imagine it, this being the wall, all the brickwork of the turret is going to be first rendered and stabilised. Then we're going to clad the whole thing in copper, and the copper is going to go up underneath the hangman, and we'll have a little gutter on here. So it's kind of like going to be a seamless copper sleeve that will hide all the ugliness of the turret, but it'll make it a bit better than it was even. You'll have this beautiful copper surround, so when you look up into the hangman, you won't be able to see that breeze block. All you'll see is a nice kind of copper roof on there, and that'll obviously age with time, and we can add more and more detail. It's one of the reasons why we didn't profile this bit. If you remember, on the old ones there was little notches cut out, because again we're going to create a little copper sleeve for this bit of a wood, so it'll seem like these big chunky copper kind of buttresses holding up a copper roof. It'll all look super good when it's finished, but as always you just got to trust us in the final product and the process. It is a bit more awkward not dealing with the normal stuff of scaffolding and stuff, but you know what, in the meantime it's saving us time, it's saving us money, and we're still getting the job done.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right. Take them out.
Yeah. Let me know when we get to the last two.
The last two what?
Polar bears.
Can you come and help me at the chateau for a week?
Oh my god, just look how chunky they are. That is beautiful to see coming together now. Just changed it completely again. Every stage now is a real big change, but to see them up there, to see this canopy that it's going to create, I'm so excited for it to go on. What we left with is just 4 more hangments to do at the front, and then we can start neatening everything up. Actually, we're going to leave these 3 big holes at the front because we're going to put the turquoise diamonds back in there. There's still like a fair few steps to go before we can say the turret is ready for finishing, you know. Not only have we got to do all the copper cladding of it, but just restabilising all the brickwork with render, adding bracing, and then finally tarping the whole thing. But yeah, we are getting there. I think we've got a week left, something like that, and then that'll be tarped, done. We can concentrate on other things while we start making the flashing and stuff. You know, obviously we've got to flash the whole roof. But God, it's changing every day now. Anyway, see ya tomorrow.